Okay, game 2 on Entomb Valley. Best of 5. Can Kurgan even it out at 1-1? Or will 9 take a 2-0 lead? What will happen in this game? We'll soon see. So, I have to make sure my overlay is good, so before I announce the players, I'm going to make sure of that. Come on, mouse. Why do you sometimes not work? Alright, there we go. Alright, overlay works. So, spawning in the 10 o'clock spawn position, we have the blue Terran Kurgan. And spawning in the 1 o'clock spawn position, we have 9. So, very good match. I really thought that 9 was behind at the beginning, but he pulled it out. I don't know how, but he did. He was behind, you can see on his orbital, he was behind on the barracks. He was behind by a little bit, but yet, he still won. And he did it by a really good drop play. Now this map is very, very big. As you can see, it's a big map. 4 spawn positions you can be at. You can be at the top. You could be at the bottom. You could be cross spawn. And there's really nothing like... you can definitely go anywhere you want on this map. So it's a very big map. And Kurgan will scout 9 first. And so that should give him a little bit of an advantage. 9 has not scouted him out yet. He went cross spawn first. Found that he's not there. He probably knows where he is due to the fact of that early SUV. So he probably knows, okay, he's got to be at the very top, I would assume. Let's take a look to see if he did scout there first. I don't think he did. Now, 9 has not scouted him out yet. He does not know where Kurgan is. So he's not really quite sure where he is yet. I just wanted to check that vision just to make sure. But he'll be the scout at very last. And Kurgan already knows where his opponent is, so will that give him an advantage? Definitely, because 9 is not going to be able to scout inside of Kurgan's base. So he's not going to know what's going on. He's going to have to use a scan to really kind of get a figure of what's happening. Now, if he's not going gas first or no gas, that could be important. We are going to see which way wants to go. And just 9 is just saying I'm from Vietnam and want to know where Kurgan was from. So we do have the double barracks. I don't see very many Vietnamese players. And we do see that the Marines were able to shoot that back. I think it was going to try a bunker. I think that's what 9 was going to try. But Kurgan is safe. It's going to make sure he gets that bunker up. Now the question is, what is he building now? Okay, starport again. So it looks like he's doing somewhat similar play that he did the previous game. And you know what they say, if it works once, do it again. He's up 1-0 anyway, so if he loses, it's just tied at 1-1. So not really a big deal. You can see 2 Vestwing gas are definitely taken by Terran. We have a reactor, we have a tech lab, and he's getting combat shield. Engineering bay coming up as well. So 3 barracks is what he's going to be stuck with here. And of course that combat shield is coming up as well. Now 9 is pushing out again He's pushing out kind of early with tanks, a couple of Marines here, 2 tanks, an SUV, and a couple of Marines. But he's got a bunker, so I'm not really sure what 9's going to get out of this. But we'll soon see. Now he's going to use the SUVs to repair his tank. That's what I'm assuming. He's waiting for siege, and siege is going to be done in a couple of minutes here. And you can see that he does have that Hellion. The Hellion does get taken out, but the siege tank is there. And Kurgan is okay. A siege tank. He's trying to contain them. It's a very good method. I used to use that method in Brunswick all the time when I was turned, and it worked 90% of the time. If you can contain them. It really does work. And 9 says nice scan. Being able to see what he's got, I guess. But with that siege tank there, he can just pound away at that barracks. I don't know if it's smart to have SUVs repaired when it's probably just not going to last anyway. I would probably just salvage it and get out of there. Because, yeah, it's gonna die. And he's trying to salvage it. Well, no, he doesn't salvage it in time. He did try though. He's gonna try to keep those Marines back. We have another siege tank coming up right now. And Kurgan's saying, oh my goodness, now I got another tank. What am I gonna do? He needs Marauders. Marauders will easily take out a siege tank. But now 9 is in. 9 is now in, and now he's going to move his 2 tanks up. Kurgan's going to have to move that base if he wants it to survive. He's going to have to move it. Will he move it, or will he not? Okay, no, he's not going to move it. Alright, here come the SCVs coming out to take out these tanks. He's doing everything he can now to try to prevent these tanks from doing any more damage. The SCVs, so he pulled all the SUVs off the line. Did get the tanks. I really thought that base was in trouble. We do have another barracks coming out, so he's going to be on total at 4 barracks. He needs to pop up Marauders. Marauders will destroy a tank. Easy peasy. We have 2 refineries coming out by 9 right now. 9 is getting nice and saturated. Getting at second. Here we have the double factories as we had the previous game, so double factories again. We do see the barracks being lifted, and in place there is the starport is going where the reactor is, so it can probably dump pump Hellions. We have a 3rd factory coming out right now, so he's doing that kind of same play that he did the previous game. Marauders, you need Marauders, Kerrigan. Marauders will take out that tank, trust me. Build lots of Marauders. Concussive shell, easy peasy. Cause concussive shell will slow down the tank first of all. I don't even know if they're affected by that, but it doesn't matter. A Marauder will still destroy a siege tank. Good Marauder force will easily destroy it. Soon see what's to happen here. 9 is now moving out with the barracks. That's kind of interesting. We see the 3 factories right now. You can just double pump tanks, and he's got one that's double pumping Hellions. Is he going to get Blue Flame? He is getting Blue Flame. So he's doing that same kind of style that he did the first game. I'm not really sure where that barracks is going though. That's kind of interesting. We see that the Stem pack is not even quite halfway through. We do have weapons level 2 coming out, but he needs Marauders. Marauders will take out a tank. He's got +1. That's great, but you need Marauders. You need more Marauders. You need to start pumping those Marauders. Get those Marauders going. I really want to see that. I mean, he's good and saturated on first base, but that second's in trouble. And we do see Starport and another factory coming out. Now Kurgan's moving on very gingerly. He's not sure what to do. We do have a drop here by 9. That's going to delay things a little bit. You need to definitely get Marauders. Marauders are going to destroy a siege tank. Just keep producing Marauders. That's all you need to do. I'm really kind of surprised that I'm not seeing Marauders. I mean, that should be the alternative to tanks, I would think. You know, I have a bronze, but I seem to know these things, but I'm sure they know too. They gotta know. I mean, they're a platinum after all. They know how to play the game. Good siege line here, and you can see Nine's well defended. He's not really worried. He did take his units in, did a little aggression. Now we do see the Hellions are moving out along with the tanks. But again, if he can get his Marauder force up, he should be able to get this. I mean, Hellions will do okay damage against the Marines, and he has a lot of Hellions with Blue Flame. But we also see 3 siege tanks, and now he knows they're there, and he's going to stem up and go out there right away. He said, "No, I'm not waiting for them to stem up," and he's going to destroy that. And those tanks are going down. So the Hellions. That was very good, very good. Kerrigan didn't allow him this time to stem up and stay in front of him. So that was very, very good defense. We have a third coming up for 9. So the third is in production right now. So that was a very good defense by Kerrigan. Really good. That stem really makes a difference. And we do see more Hellions being produced right now. So he's sticking with that Hellion production. You can see the barracks going out for maybe some scouting. He probably sees the 3 factories. In fact, let's go and see what he saw. Yeah, he definitely saw the 3 factories. He probably even saw these 2 armories. So he probably even saw that. So let's go back here. We see Cloaca's coming up. He's had +1 weapons, +1 armor, and of course the Cloaca's coming up as well. We have a Thor, a Banshee in production. Meanwhile, weapons level 2 and concussive. I hope he's finally getting. Alright, we have a third up for Kerrigan, way over here though. Not sure how he's going to defend that. That's kind of a hidden third. It's an interesting way of doing things. He's got his Marauder force up right now, so he can't be worried about tanks too much more now. He's got some missile turrets up. Why not go Viking hunting after these? We do see a massive SUV transfer. So we had a drop there by Kerrigan. That was why he had to transfer those SUVs back. And now he's dropping in the main. But we got a Thor there. So he should be able to at least take out the medevac. And Blue Flame Hellion. And also siege tanks as well. So he did take some damage to his factory, not much. We also got +1 weapons coming out for Kerrigan as well. So they're both on their numbering right now. 2-2 is almost done for Kerrigan right now. And Cloak is just about, well, it's not even halfway done right now. So I'm not sure what's going on with the Cloak. And why is it taking so long? Alright, it's moving, but maybe he stopped it. Because I'm pretty sure he was doing Cloak way before that. Siege check now coming out for Kerrigan. So he's just now getting siege. We do have the 9's third is pretty good and saturated right now. Meanwhile, looking at Kerrigan's third, he's just using it for mules a lot right now. He needs to get it saturated though. We do have what would be a 4th. Well, now this would be a 3rd normally, but that's going to be a 4th now. So 4th coming up for Kerrigan. And Kerrigan has a pretty good force now. He has 2-1. Plus he has Marauders. Plus he has Now we do see the Viking. This is what I was saying. Get the Viking, and you know, you can. Now he's going to try to stem up. Marauders will also take out a Thor as well. Got to be careful of those siege tanks though. And we do have another Thor by Kerrigan, so Kerrigan's got a Thor too. So it's a battle of the Thor, the tanks, and one guy's got a lot of bio, which would be, you know, Marines and also Marauders, and Nine's got a lot of Hellions and tanks, which are 1-1, and he's going for 3-3 Marines right now. We do see a nuke in production, so we're going to see some nuke play. We do see weapons level 2 being researched right now, and weapons level 2 being researched by 9 as well, so both are getting level 2. You can see another armory coming up by Kerrigan, so he's wanting to keep that production. 3 Thors in production as well, so that's a lot of Thors. Thors can be very powerful and deadly. So with Thors and siege tanks and blue flame Hellions, actually should work out. May I mention there's a 4th coming up by 9 way over here. 9's at 196 supply, and Kerrigan's at 196 or 186. Sorry. Looking at the amount of worker kills, 9's killed, 7, and Kerrigan's killed 4. We do have quite a siege Thor Hellion line here. I'm not sure how Kerrigan's gonna survive this. That's a lot of siege tanks. That's a lot of Thors. That's a lot of Hellions. And but he's gonna have 3-3 Marines. So I'll soon see. But I mean, that's a lot of Thors. He's at 198 supply. You can't build anything more. We hear a nuke going on. So where's the ghost? There's the ghost right there. He's nuking the army. And will Kerrigan see it? Oh no, Kerrigan, no! Kerrigan, get your units at it. Oh, the nuke falls. The nuke falls. And 9 goes nice. And here comes the Thors. And here comes the siege tanks. And oh, the death. The Thors are going down. The Thors. And here come the Thors. And here come the siege tanks. And GG.